Hey, Northern Dice, and today I'm going to be unboxing my Horrific Journeys expansion for Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. Now, recently we've got really addicted to Mansions of Madness, and when we were able to get an expansion, this was the one that we chose over the others, simply because it added a new theme within it, that you were travelling. It takes place quite heavily in this one, I believe, on trains, on airships. It's very steampunk in its theming, but it looks really awesome. So let's get this cellophane off and have a better look at the back. So what have we got? All aboard in the skies of the Atlantic, dirigibles? Dirigible? I can't say that. Peaceful journey is interrupted by a bloody act of revenge and an oncoming storm. So you get more minis, more stands, and more characters. I think from the look of it, this fella looks a bit like either an old sea captain, Sid from Final Fantasy, or he is a really, really rubbish Aquaman. But the minis, as always, just from the images on here, look awesome. Not a fan of the bases. Not a fan of the bases for reasons that you'll see in my Mansions of Madness unboxing. But hopefully this game will have an insert this time. So, let's crack the lid. And let's see what we got. Not been having much luck with taking lids off lately. A recent unboxing was right palaver. Okie dokie. Expansion overview. Takes place far from home, increasingly dangerous threats, reality deteriorates, usual Mansions of Madness stuff, love that. And there's the expansion icon. So anytime you're playing it with the app, it will always say the office and then it'll have a symbol. And if it's the train symbol, it is this expansion, which I think is a really, really unique and cool idea because then you're not fumbling about. Let's have a look what else we've got inside of here. Line puzzles, new types of puzzles, very cool. Extra rules, agendas. Agendas represent hidden allegiances of players in the hidden depths scenario. Ooh, like a good hidden traitor. 18 map tiles, 4 investigator cards, 7 monsters, 6 agendas, yada yada yada. Awesome. And this should just fit straight into the original game. I say fit into, I don't mean into the box, nothing fit in that box. I've got a foam core insert, which I am in love with. Oh, and I think I'm going to need to get one for this. Oh well, right. So let's crack these open. Excuse me while I use my teeth. Nope, just nails. There we go. Right, these are punch boards. I despise punch boards. People must be getting bored of me saying I hate punch boards. I most certainly am getting bored of it. But it's a trope. And I'm in love with these punch boards because they are just falling out. It's beautiful. So, just get these two out for the time being. Let's have a look at what we've got. So, ship deck number 2, probably links to ship deck number 1, and viewing room. And I think I always notice about the tiles on Mansions of Madness is that one side will have a certain theme and the other side will have a certain theme in. So anytime that I've got the ship deck, I will never have a viewing room because it's alternate sides. In the same way, platform for the station, station booth, station, love a good combo of rooms. And, the engine stairs. So I'm going to go with, this is more train-esque, airship-esque. This is more on the platform waiting for station. Sorry about the glare, by the way. The lights are like small stars. Let's crack a couple more. Easy peasy. Oh, it's like music to my ears, even the little click as they come out. Okay. Got some enemies here. Got a warlock and a warlock. I'm assuming he's going to be the common enemy. Let's do these to one side. Punch the rest of those in a second. We've got more rooms, some NPCs, proof of purchase, more clues. The formless spawn. Sounds like a nice fella. Can't wait to look at his mini. Lots and lots of rift tokens. Seeing lots and lots of rift tokens. Seeing lots and lots and lots of rift tokens. And I'm assuming that's going to be like ship sinking, not sick shipping. Ship sinking tokens. So, what I noticed, I keep noticing things, I'm very good at noticing. In the original, quite often the area will decay by fire. It'll burn away. Fire spreads like crazy, but fire could be put out. Rifts are going to be the tears in fabric of reality, going on what I know about H.P. Lovecraft's work and that sort of eldritch horror. So that's going to be the basis for how you get rid of stuff. Right, okay, here he is, Silas Marsh, the sailor, the fellow with a spear. His stats look fairly balanced, then he's got no law. Another one with no law, Trish Scarborough, the spy. Jim Culver, the musician, a little bit more law. He looks a lot more balanced, 333-444. And she is nothing but law. Agnes Baker, the waitress. A waitress with lots of law. She loves to read up on her stuff. No strength, though. Need a balance of characters for those bad boys. We found that if we didn't have the right characters, we were just sledgehammering our way through puzzles to try and get them done. Oh, look at this. It's just a jamboree of models. Okay. Character. Having a quick lean. They'll need a quick boil. Do you boil them or do you put them in hot water? I personally put him in a bit of hot water and then a bit of cold. Right, I know he's the musician because he's got his trumpet. Or he's a sailor with a hobby. She must be the spy because she's got a gun. And only spies have guns. He looks like the Swamp Thing. I know there's no Swamp Thing in this, I am just making that up. But I haven't actually looked for the token for that specific enemy, but he looks phenomenal. Detail on that bad boy. And he's got his foot stump to fit into his little holster. Alright, I'm seeing bigger and bigger and more mutated things. Right, okay. This is a thing. Does he clip into another thing? Is that a hoof? What's this fella? Into one side. Excuse my arm over the camera. Okay. So there's the formless spawn. He's a weighty fella. But then, from the look of it, I am almost hugging the camera here. That fits in there. Yeesh. Hideous. I like it. That is going to be quite a mammoth thing to have on a square. Interesting. Very cool. Very, very cool. And what we got? We got some ghouls who are wearing loincloths. I doubt he's a ghoul, but you know, I'm just saying it. And then if we're just going to take these out, they want little ones. This fella, look at him. Suave, receding hair. He's a warlock. He's a warlock and then some. Yeah, he knows what he's about. Okay, I'm going to leave those. I'll tie those up in a second. But I do want to crack these cards open. I like how they're in a little baggie. But then I know they're cellophaned in here. Oh, no, they're not. No cellophane. Save the planet. I like this. So these are your hidden agendas. Deep one hybrid, human, 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 human. 2 traitors, naughty. New items, I'll probably just get integrated within. I always like how they're alphabetized. Mists of Riley. If you would resolve an evade check, you may flip this card instead. Storm of Spirits, you may suffer 1 face down damage to deal 1 additional damage while attacking with this card. And it's a spell, so things are going to go wrong with it. Lost in Time and Space, remove your figure from the board. You are unaffected by overgame events and cannot perform other actions. You attempt to find your way. Flip this card. Oh my days, what is that? Is that what all these rifts are for? More insanities. Insanities are awesome. More pain, more shock. The Golden Trumpet. You play the music and you get rid of a face-down horror. My music will heal you. How beautiful. Very cool. But of course, the game is driven by the app, so it'll be the app that actually tells us what is going to go on with all these tiles. I'm fairly impressed. As always, I'm annoyed there's no insert, but I can foam core that. That's one of those things I can deal with. It's not something that is the end of the world. It looks like it's going to integrate fairly easy though. The symbolism of having just that tiny thing of saying having this symbol in the top corner on it lets you know that it's from this one. You're not going to be messing about for ages. There's not going to be minimal downtime between them. Just because you've got an expansion, it's not going to increase the amount of time you're wasting. On top of that, the enemies are quite, well, him in particular, but quite obvious for what they are. It's going to say insert swamp man thing. I know I've got the name wrong, please forgive. But you'll instantly find him, especially on his little card with his little numbers, and it's going to be relatively straightforward. It's not like any of them look like old ones. Look like the same theming, but of course it's that element of fitting within the theme. But anyway, I'm going on now. Thank you very much for sticking around. I'm actually really excited to get this in and hoping to get a game in tonight with this. But of course I've got to punch all those boards, all those 600 rift tiles. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking around, and I shall catch you next time.